I recognize the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Allen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank all of you for being here today and testifying. Growing up, my parents basically ingrained in me the biblical definition of free speech. And that was, my mother always said, if you can't say something nice about somebody or your country, don't say anything at all. AI says, in a biblical context, free speech is not an absolute, unrestricted right. Instead, it is a freedom that comes with responsibilities and limitations. While the Bible emphasizes the importance of speaking truth and building others up, it also highlights the need for restraint, graciousness, and love in communication. Wouldn't this place be a better place if we could all behave like that? Isn't that amazing? So, I got to ask some hard questions. Dr. Groves, are you familiar with Francesca Albanese?
Yes, I am.
In 2014, Albanese wrote, "America and Europe, one of them subjugated by the Jewish lobby and the other by the sense of guilt about the Holocaust." When did Georgetown bring Albanese on as an affiliated scholar?
I think she came in 2015, roughly, but she only gave a few lectures. She is not on the payroll of Georgetown and never was, Congressman.
Was Georgetown aware of Albanese's anti-Semitic statements at that time?
Not to my knowledge. That's the first I've heard of that statement.
In the decades since, Albanese has continued to endorse terrorism and spread anti-Semitism. In that time, did Georgetown consider terminating its relationship with Albanese?
I don't know the answer to that. Happy to follow up on whether that was a consideration, but she is not at Georgetown. She is not on the payroll, and she's not present on campus.
Last week, the Trump administration sanctioned Albanese over her long track record of supporting terrorism and perpetrating anti-Semitism. Is Albanese still an affiliated scholar of Georgetown?
She is still listed as an affiliate, but she's not present on campus nor participating in the center.
And let me tell you the problem we have here is, like I said, the way I was brought up, you have accountability, okay? In other words, you got to have guardrails. And if you get outside of those guardrails, you do something about it. You don't let this stuff linger on because it just rots. And that's the problem we all, I think, have up here is, for crying out loud, you got to get rid of these people that are perpetrating this hate. A question here, last April, the violent encampment at Columbia filled headlines, City College of New York. This encampment caused $3 million worth of damage. For example, how many CUNY staff, students, staff, and faculty were involved in the encampment? Do we know?
So we ended up disciplining 7 individuals in that encampment who ended up breaking into one of the buildings.
Well, I mean, were they put in prison? Have they been indicted? Have they gone before a jury of their peers for their crimes?
We collaborated with the district attorney in those cases, and there were 7 individuals who were disciplined. I cannot comment on the individual discipline, but what I can tell you also, we have a zero-tolerance policy on encampment. Some of the lessons learned in that encampment have guided our work after that, and that we've been successful in making sure that we have had no other encampments in our campuses as a result of that experience.
Well, all I can tell you, things have changed a lot since I was in college. Where I went to college, they didn't put up with this stuff, and you knew it, and that's why you stayed within those guardrails. Of course, that's the way it was in high school and middle school as well. How many students have been suspended or expelled this year because of this violence and vandalism? How many students have been expelled?
Because of the encampment,
right? Mm-hmm.
We had 3 students of the 7 that were disciplined. as a result of the.
How about
declaration
faculty?
they campaign. There were 4.
When you say discipline, what does that mean?
I cannot comment on the individual cases. Discipline goes from reprimands, training, suspension, or termination, and we have terminated individuals in the faculty and staff for violating our policies on anti-Semitism.
Well, the great thing about this country is you have the right to prove that you're innocent. But if you're guilty, you know what? You get fired.
The
okay?
gentleman's
Thank you.
time has
I yield back.
expired. I now recognize the gentleman from New York, Mr. Mannion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to all the witnesses.